A lot of turnovers forced in today's scrimmage. What did you see from your defense that you liked?
We played really. I thought we played really well. We executed really well. We did some good things. Guys play hard. We have a lot of defense in, and we executed a lot of situational stuff. We got a lot to clean up, but it also helped me. Like, we're still working out exactly where we're putting our best players and working out our depth chart, and we're still trying to develop, that underbelly of our defense. So things are getting better, and excited about it.
You mentioned in an interview a couple days ago you wanted to see progress, not perfection. Did you see a lot of progress today?
I did. I see progress like every single day. I can't tell you, this is not just a cliche or a catchphrase. This group is a great group to work with. You got high character guys who are going to be really successful after football because, they have incredible habits, and they come to work every day. Their attention to detail is spot on, and it's great in competition, and competition drives performance.
Back at Wazoo, you had a couple linebackers that won some awards with your time there. Do you see anybody from that group? Obviously, Keyshawn Elliott, Jordan Cook getting the start today. Do you see anybody from that group that can kind of do the same thing?
I'll tell you once we get to the season. But I know that our linebacker group is we have a lot of depth. And we have several good players in that room that are all going to play and be big impact players for us.
Speaking of your time at Wazoo, you got to make a early connection here with Washington State transfer Javon Robinson. You got to coach him. What have you seen from him in training camp so far?
Javen is same thing. Comes to work every day, has a great attitude. He speaks when he has questions and when he needs to be heard. But other than that, he's not a guy that likes to hear himself talk. He listens really, really well. And he's a leader in that back end. I'm just really happy that he's here.
Did you see the leaders up here at KMT kind of come into their own with their positions groups, and not even just the position groups, but with the defense as a whole?
Yeah, they've been doing that really, all spring and all summer. I think the biggest thing that we got out of Camp T is we got a chance to get away and just be together. And, be together under different circumstances. And, tough times bring people together, and, having rough beds and maybe not the ideal, sleeping and different situations, brings your guys closer together.
Last year, not even just the defense, but the team as a whole struggled with health issues. Did you kind of take that into account with how you prepped your players for camp this year?
No, we have depth, and that's the thing. That's the difference. That's a great question. That's the difference this year is we're able to go full bolt with the guys that we feel are going to really help us. So, and then we're able to develop some really talented guys in the second, third, and even fourth groups.
You and Coach Dillingham both going into their second year together. He preached all year long, not last year, but even in camp this year, he wants to build a culture. Have you seen that come to fruition?
It's again, the season's gonna test, stand the test, and whether this is where we see it being, but it seems like it's night and day right now in terms of our culture and our locker room and the job that our leaders are doing.
Obviously, the play style in the Big 12 is a little different. The Pac-12 more of an air raid offense, but the Big 12 a lot of great running backs and front six. What kind of things have you kind of focused on spring, summer, and fall to prep your players for that?
Here's the thing. We're gonna face all styles of offense, and the big thing is we got to be sound, and it's about us. It's not about the people that we're playing, and that's what we always try to preach to our guys. Doing our 111th. And literally consistently getting better.
What are you most excited to see out of your players this next 2 weeks? Obviously, they got to build a lot of chemistry here at Camp T, and now less than a month before the season begins against Wyoming. What do you want to see from your team?
I just want to continue to see progress, and I tell our guys it's never about perfection or being perfect. I just want to see our guys continue to move and do the right things, and we're going to start moving guys around too, so we put people in the right position to be so we have opportunities to be able to personnel some of our opponents that were coming up, and I'm excited about this next week.